What it do? We're back again. Grounded
Yes,
Show, episode 152. I actually looked it up before we recorded this time. You know what I'm saying? That's called growth. So, but yeah, man, we've been gone for like 2 weeks. We had our event last week. Went super dope. We're thinking about expanding into some new stuff.
Yeah.
So definitely stay tuned for that. That's gonna be on the horizon.
We got some new ideas. We wanted to get our feet wet. The winery's been great to us.
Nah, facts.
Shout out to Clint, man. They're open to ideas. So we have some things in the books.
I was chilling with the goats last time, bro.
Yeah.
I brought my little camcorder.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You went out there?
I went out there. I seen the goats. They was out feeding and running around and stuff, making their little noises.
That's what I'm saying, man. This is like a legit farm. It's called Feel Good Farms, but it's a winery. They have a little bar area. They have a food truck. They have petting zoo. It's wide open spaces, man. Just to have any kind of vibe you want.
This last time made me excited for when the weather gets better. And you can actually go out to like the
and enjoy it out there
and see the goats and everything, like with your wine or whatever. A whole bunch of people went out there, bro. Mm-hmm. Remember, I had told you, I'm like, bro, there's like 10 to 12 people just hanging out over there in the little, cause they got tables set up out there and stuff too. So it's like a nice little vibe.
I want to ask you something. It's something I always talk to people about. Does the weather stop you from doing something? Because like you see things going on like parades and stuff outside. You're like, it's too hot for that. Or like, I'm not going out in the rain.
100%.
Yeah?
100%.
The weather affects your decision?
I'm like when it's summer, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to hang outside at all, bro. I was just telling AJ before we started recording, bro. I hate when earlier, I wrapped that car.
Yeah.
And I sweated, dog. And I haven't had a chance to go home and shower. Oh my gosh, bro. I hate that feeling, bro. That's the worst. The worst feeling is knowing you need a shower, but you still got to be out.
Yeah.
I hate that, bro.
You're musty, crusty, dusty.
Nah, facts. The must is just radiating, bro.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. But there's other people I'm like, oh, the weather is looking like it's good. They're like, oh, we're going to be. I'm like, I don't even want to travel in the rain.
Yo, facts.
I just want to stay home and chill now. Like,
nah, especially with the way the rain, like that storm the other day, bro. It was insane. Like,
driving
2 days
home
ago or whatever.
Yep.
That was a crazy storm, bro. Places was like flooded and everything. Bro, that's the thing about out here, man. It'd be dumb, insanely hot.
Yeah.
And then like
hurricane,
the craziest storm.
Yeah.
And like literally like 10, 15 minutes later, bro, like the clouds just overtake.
It's Florida, man.
They say that we're going to be in that super El Nino. Which is going to give like more like scattered showers and like storms like that, but less like hurricanes.
Let's go.
So it should be like a little more
because normally
chill.
it rains July 4th. I remember it always rains July 4th because you got to wait for the rain to stop to start setting off the fireworks.
Yo, it's kind of crazy. 250 years, America. Like that's... It's kind of wild. Like
we made it this far.
We're still kind of young, even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're at that range that historically, like, civilizations start to fail around this time. So it's just kind of startling where we're at. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But that ties in perfectly to like the World Cup. They've been, and that's the funny thing too, like all these renovations they've been doing, like the last like few years, all these arenas and stuff has all been tied to this like World Cup stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now
it brings in so much for the economy.
And they knew it was coming, But it's been funny seeing like all the Europeans not even Europeans, but like South Americans, you know, Africans.
People have never had any desire to be here for any reason, now have a reason, and they're here.
Yeah, I seen I was watching Bill Maher the other day, and he had a clip of this dude from Australia that made a video like basically, and I didn't even notice, and I don't know how accurate it is, but he was like that in Australia they try to make the U.S. and Americans seem like the bad guy. Like, and he was like, when he came out here, he was like, bro, like this ain't, you know what I mean? I didn't see any of what like I was taught, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even just you know, people going to a Waffle House and being like amazed, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like thinking about like, imagine you're going back to your country and you're just like, bro, there's no Waffle Houses over there.
I saw one where there was 2 guys who got to the game and they're walking through the parking lot and they see the people tailgating and they take a picture like, we're told this is tailgating. This is what they do before a game. And they invite us to hang out. they're gonna go back like, you know what a tailgate is,
bro. That's like one of those things that like I always related to when people say that we're living in the worst times. I'm like, bro, you know, there was people alive during World War II, right? Like, you know, there was like other times in history that are way worse than the times we're in.
Easily.
And the way that these foreigners react to the U.S., it shows you like, bro, we are in a good, you know what I'm saying, good situation, good space.
Yeah, there was a lot of good stories. It was a good like shining light.
Yeah, for sure.
Times. But I think that's why also, you know, and this is the first time U.S., not the first time. This is another chance U.S. has to, they never made it past the knockout stage. So if they win tonight, it's the biggest win ever in history.
They'll advance as far as they've ever advanced.
Yeah.
It was funny, man, because like I don't follow soccer at all, but I always hear some of it in all the sports shows I watch, and people weren't really giving U.S. any like they weren't really caring about them, so they're actually playing decent.
Yeah, no, they've been decent, but so the World Cup changed as far as the amount of teams. Now they have 48 teams.
How many before was
32?
32. Okay.
So 48 now goes to the 32 when originally. It started different. I might get those numbers wrong. But so they added a bunch more.
It expanded for
Pretty
sure.
much U.S. had to win 2 games to get where they're at now. Now they only had to win that last one. You know what I mean? Okay. So it's still big, but I think the support now, especially July 4th and the 250 celebration, I think it's driving
MLS
them
has
to
made
play
a big difference in that too. Like the MLS teams really like going all out and paying Messi and these players like that to come over here and play even when they're a little older. Yeah. And even that, bro, like I said, I don't follow soccer at all, but Messi was supposed to be washed, and he's been balling. Like, it's insane, washed. Bro.
He's got turned down billions of dollars to come to Miami with his boys and play like he wants, and then he goes right back like he never misses a step.
It's crazy, bro. That dude, like I said, bro, I'm not even going to pretend like I'm a soccer fan, but I've seen clips of him where I'm like, yo, this dude is cold.
And he's nonchalant, but he just sits there and then once he gets the ball, he's like, oh, here, I got this piece.
Yeah. It's funny, man, because like, you know, I've been coaching my son's basketball team, and we just had our 3rd game, but our first win. So we lost the first game by like 4. We lost the second game by like 2. Oof. And then we won this one by like 21, bro. So it was one of those things where like the team that I had, they were talented. They were just timid. Gotcha. And they didn't realize like, and it makes me think of Messi, like when you're like head and shoulders above the people you're playing against, like you really can dictate what you're doing.
Oh yeah, easily.
You know what I mean? Like you control the pace. And like young players, like in basketball, I've noticed like that's the hardest thing for them to understand, that they can really like take control of the pacing of the game. Like I have one of the kids on the team that he's not like the best kid, but he gets it. So because of that, he be balling, bro. Yeah. And he be, he be doing things that like...
That's how Jalen Brunson is.
Jalen Brunson, that's one of those things where like, he was kind of like built for this. You know what I mean? Like his dad put him like, his dad put him in the situations where like, you're the smallest guy.
He turned into a robot.
He kind of already knew that he was going to be smaller. So he always put him in with bigger players. Yeah. Cause it's like...
He prepped him for it.
Yeah, and that's the thing where Jalen Brunson did something that other people couldn't do, where he like put together the being nice for that size, but being able to operate with bigger players. Yeah, because there's been a whole bunch of players that figure out how to be nice for their size, but not every player can be nice for their size and still like affect the game on a superstar level at their size. You know what I mean? That's why people like AI was so hard to come by. Like, you know, we haven't heard somebody like that. You know what I mean? Because at his size, he was controlling the game in a way that somebody at his size shouldn't be controlling the game, you know? And even like, speaking of Jalen Brunson, whole bunch of shakeup in the NBA, man. Like everybody's being real aggressive, trying to position themselves to actually win this year.
Yeah, I just want to chime real quick. I don't think we recorded an episode since the finals was over.
Oh, we had. Oh, yeah. Because that week was the one after the. We talked. That's what it was. We talked about it when we were at the.
It was
winery.
game 1. Oh yeah.
And it made me think that we already talked about it. Yeah. But yeah, man. That the whole Jalen Brunson thing, dog. Like it's crazy because he proved a lot of people wrong, including me. I was also in
me
that
too.
camp.
I'm not
gonna
lie, me too.
Of like, yo, you're a great player, but there's just a history of this. Like the one that sticks out in my mind is Chris Paul.
Yep.
Chris Paul always, decent. They had good teams. Even in New Orleans, they had a decent team one year. But it's like when you're that size in the playoffs and you start getting knocked around, you can't last a whole series, bro. It's the same thing they used to do to Steve Nash. Steve Nash was amazing, bro. Yeah. But in the playoffs, they knocked him around, and that was it. Jalen Brunson was able to apply pressure all the way through the playoffs and elevate his game in the playoffs in a way that like a smaller player hasn't really been able to do. So like for those kind of guys, he'll probably overtake Iverson for the GOAT of like that small guard. You know what I mean?
They talked about that, yeah.
Because it's like, especially if he keeps up like high level output, like he has like the last 4 years or so, before he was, since he's been on the Knicks, like if he keeps that up to his whole Knicks tenure, he'll be up there, bro. Yeah. He'll be up there.
No, see, for me, it was, I knew it, but because of the letdowns, just from New York teams in general. And every time I saw it, I'm like, yeah.
That's another angle of it too, bro.
He's good. But I was like, I would not believe it until we win it.
Yeah.
Because until we win, it doesn't matter how good he is, obviously.
But it's funny, man, because like, it's that thing of every dog has his day, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, in our lifetime, we've seen the Red Sox finally win. We've seen the Cavs win. You know what I mean? We've seen the Heat win because they never won. Well, they're a newer team anyway, but just the idea of like we've seen a lot of new teams win that never won or were terrible for a long time. Like Tampa Bay was terrible for a long time before they finally won that Super Bowl, like the first one before Brady. But it's like every dog has his day, and then it's like that thing of like when you break that, what's next? You know what I mean? Like now you start building, like you try to build like a legacy because like that's the thing with the league now, bro. Like one is not enough.
Nope.
But
see, for me, and now he gave me what. I don't know any other way to say it. He gave me what I wanted.
Hey, yo.
You know what I'm saying? I
he gave
wanted
you the big one?
A big Knicks championship, and now I believe in him until he fails.
Yeah.
But if he fails, like just fighting his ass off and going hard, I'm like, I know he gave it everything he could. I think that changed the face.
And another interesting thing is like it's been 8 or 9 years straight that no team has repeated. And it's kind of coincided with when they changed the collective bargaining to like let the super teams link up. Yep. So it's gonna be interesting to see what all this shakeup like what the league even looks like.
And that's perfect because we were going into trade talks. Like sometimes it matters, it doesn't matter, but if you look back at that Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle trade, and you see what a big impact that trade made, you got to look at the trades that happened today and see what's going to be another Jalen Brunson.
Man, we were talking about it in the chat earlier, bro. Like, man, Julius Randle's one of those that I was always rooting for, and I'm still rooting for him, but like
he was one of my favorite players.
Man, he just be coming up short and he gets shipped out, bro.
A lot,
and it's like, man, like and I feel like he's better than that. Like, I genuinely feel like somebody grab him in the next couple years, like on a good team, and he locks in, like he could be somebody, bro. Like as far as like a real piece to like a championship level team. But man, supposedly they were saying that he was kind of playing a little butthurt because he was in trade talks. So after the All-Star break, they were saying he kind of checked out. But it's like, bro, if that's the case, like, man, you really need to lock in, bro. Like, especially, man, when you're a player like of that caliber, you gotta at least show that you could be that guy.
Show the next team that you can still be that guy.
Exactly. Like it's not just your team, bro. It's you. Like you're doing this for your career. You know what I mean? Like,
if I know I have other interests in me, I'm still gonna show how good I am.
Exactly. So hopefully we see him ball. He's on the Nets now. They're speculating that he might not stay there, so we'll see what happens. But man, all the movement.
What do you think is the biggest move right now?
The biggest move has to be Giannis to the Heat.
You think so?
Yeah, I feel like that one just because I feel like he was the best available player next to. He was the obvious best available player. Well, now you got Jalen Brown in the mix, which you didn't think maybe he was available.
They say he's in trade talks.
That's what I'm saying. Like now he's another guy that could go out and help you win a championship. That could possibly be out there. You got Ja Morant on the Bucks. Yeah, they got like 6 million guards, so I don't know what's gonna happen there.
The Claw.
Oh yeah, Kawhi back to the Raptors, officially just admitting that the Clippers thing didn't work. That was tough, man. Yeah. That was a tough saga over there in LA.
I think that was the biggest one as far as the impact, because that's showing that the East is like, oh, Giannis on the Heat. All right, let's get the East back up.
Yeah, again, yeah. You know? They're definitely, and even just the Knicks, the Pacers, bro. Pacers will sleep all year because of Halliburton. Mm-hmm. Man, the Pacers are one next year that really is going to be like, let's see what happens. And they're a sleeper to maybe try to grab some players too. You know what I mean? They haven't been in a lot of talks, but once people know that Halliburton is back, that's going to be something, bro.
What time we at?
I think. What you see how long it's on there? 16. 16. All right, we good. But yeah, man. Who were you talking? I was talking about Halliburton. Yeah, Halliburton coming back. That's another team that's just going to be in the mix as well. LeBron, he's supposedly they're saying that he's open to taking the minimum. Yep. So he'll go to whatever team makes sense as far as like his most immediate chance to win a ring. So that adds a crazy wrinkle, because basically any team that's like one piece away, if you add a LeBron to it,
it's easy.
And he's not even having to be like the number one guy, like. You imagine LeBron in like a system where all the other players are making stuff work. Yep. Even if you're getting 50% of LeBron, it's still like 100% of another player, bro.
And he's the type to come in there and say, he'll look at the whole situation like, all right, this is all I got to do. And they'll listen to him too.
No, facts.
Like, all right, just be that guy.
And this year, he really showed that he could play a part of a system and kind of give it up to the main guys or whatever, with Reeves and Doncic. So, like, I'm not worried about him going somewhere and thinking he got to be the guy. You know what I mean? And, bro, you know, he might end up on the Heat, bro. Like, you never know. Like, they sign a couple shooters. They get LeBron.
He said he's open to every single team.
Yeah, bro, it's insane, man. Like, this is gonna be pretty exciting because he
let go of Mitchell Robinson. I don't know if he wants to come to, if Braun comes to the Knicks, I'm moving to New York.
Bro, Mitchell Robinson is low key the guy the Spurs need, dog. Yeah. If they could, like, I don't know how, huh?
Where did he go?
He has. I don't think.
He signed some.
He signed somewhere already. I didn't know. Let me look it up.
Yeah, check it out.
I didn't even peep that he signed.
Yeah. I can't remember right now. Yeah, not the Celtics, because I'd be pissed.
Yeah, I think. Damn. Let me confirm.
No, that's it. He got signed. Yeah, he's gone.
Celtics.
I told you the Celtics. I was like, not the Celtics.
17 minutes ago, dog.
Yeah. They had the negotiations were being finalized.
Dang.
So now the Celtics.
Wow, that's a freaking pickup, man.
We get to see him all year now.
Well, they lost Brown though, so I don't think you gotta be too worried about them.
Those are our number one rivals, bro.
No, I know, but I'm just saying I like y'all chances against without Brown, depending on who they get. Yeah. I like y'all chances.
Oh no, yeah. Aside from chances, I'm pissed.
Yeah, no.
No, it's like when Saquon went to the Eagles.
He was gonna, and it was kind of the same situation. They just didn't want to pay him.
No, but don't do that in a division. Have some respect. It's like you break up with a girl and date her sister.
He slid, bro. He said, I don't care, bro. I'm out of here, cousin.
I knew he was going, though. I knew he was going. I think
everybody kind of knew.
Yeah, that was the piece I was expecting.
He was the one that they for sure weren't going to have the money for.
Like I said, the only thing I'm mad about is the Celtics more than anything.
Yeah. Yo, speaking of somebody doing slimy things, bro. Group chats. Yeah. So I've been seeing a lot of stuff about group chats, like on TikTok lately, like little funny videos and stuff. And it's a consensus online that the super sensitive person in the group chat that always like goes too far with the comebacks is always the one that's the most hated in the group chat, right?
Yeah.
Luckily, the one that we're in together, that we don't ever have anybody that goes for like the stabs.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I've been in group chats where
some people walk the line, but it's not every day. But you could tell, like, all right, you made sure you stayed on the other side of that line.
We don't ever throw the serious one out there, you know.
I see where you're going with that. It was funny.
But I've always been, and I'm pretty sure you have, like, been in a group chat where, like, there's always, like, you got always one friend that's mad emotional, that be in a group chat. Like,
I can say his name, but I'm not going to do that.
Like, they always say, like, too far stuff. Like, they bring up, like, personal stories and stuff. They leave the chat in a huff, like, and don't come back for, like, a week. You know what I mean? And it's like, bruh, like, putting together a group chat is low key like a little formula, dog. Like you gotta really you gotta really know your people, bro.
You gotta know how to not be the one that's getting roasted. Sometimes you're gonna catch it. Like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. We know somebody. You gotta make sure you pick the right side, because if you pick the wrong side, then you're gonna have to argue with the people who pick the side against you.
Facts.
If you somebody's message against something else, that means both of y'all said it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah or not?
Facts.
So it's like someone throws a jab at you.
That's the handshake right there.
Yeah, someone throws a jab on you, someone else likes it, and you go straight for the other person. Oh, that's funny to you?
Oh, you laughing, huh?
I got some for you.
This is hilarious to you.
Yeah. But I feel like these are unwritten rules of group chats.
Nah, facts. And then the people that don't understand those rules, them be the ones that are not in group chats. Like the people that don't got no group chat, or they got kicked out of one or something like that.
Group chat etiquette.
Nah, facts. You always gotta know, like I said, bro, it's like a little science experiment whenever you're putting one together, you know what I mean? Even like for like the fantasy league stuff. You know what I mean? Like the fantasy league is a little easier because you don't necessarily have to like have everybody on the same page. Everybody just has to play.
Yep.
The only thing that really messes up a fantasy league is the people that just stop playing.
Yeah. That
everybody's like, yo, this is going to be a bye this week.
And they don't reach out to nobody. Yeah.
Yeah, those people.
Those are my least favorite in any group chat. If you never talk, never respond, never just react to anything, why are you in here?
Literally.
Why are you in here? Get out. I don't want you just.
But then the one like that always wants to be in it though.
Oh yeah.
They don't ever want to.
They don't say anything until you kick them out. Yo,
Facts.
why you take me out the chat? Sorry.
Like, bro, you got kicked for inactivity, bro.
You're out of my chat. You're out of my life.
You ain't move your controller for long enough.
Yeah, for real.
But I think that's like the only like unacceptable in a group chat, like the taking personal stabs. I feel like everything else, everybody's like cool with it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It depends on the dynamic though. Like, you know, like our group chat, it started off because it was new. I think like the group, the dynamic between everybody.
Well, it really started off because we were the ones that played duty.
Yeah. No, but remember it was like, that was the dynamic. And then it started getting personal, but I think after all these years, we all adapted and now we all know each other.
Yeah.
So we know where to navigate. But like you said, like the fantasy groups, and I'll be in random fantasy groups and people be talking wild. I'm like, oh no, I can't be in this group.
Nah,
and then I hear my boy, I'm like, yo, just run me on the side, bro.
Yeah, I was in I did a fantasy league like mad long ago with like all my like old friends from the neighborhood, bro. Oh my! I stopped doing it after that year. That was the last time I did it, bro. And then it was like, you know, like when you have to vote if you approve trades or not. You know what I mean? It was one of them type of leagues. And then like when somebody will get their trade vetoed, when it was an obvious fleece. Oh my gosh, bro! They will go insane in the chat, bro. Yeah. Like I said, taking personal shots and stuff, going insane, bro. The guy that won, bro. Yo, my boy Reed, dog, rest in peace, man. He passed away like a year or two ago, man. And when he won, bro, he hit me up as soon as the whistle blew in the last game to send him the payout.
Send me the money.
Like literally, like that exact moment. I'm like, dog, I'm still out, like hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Like bro, I'm just saying, send me that money, dog.
And those are the same people that took you till week 10 to pay you the
bro.
fee.
Yo. My boy Jay's gonna see this. He ain't gonna appreciate this story, dog. One time with Reed, we were planning a trip to Denver, bro. Again, the group chat. We made a chat. You know how that goes, dog. The chat is like 12 people. By the time it's time to put deposits, it's 8 people. Yeah. And by the time it's like the real people that's going, it's like 4 or 5, you know? But Reed was one of the ones that was for sure going, and he was gonna fly standby. Bro, he hits us up the day, like we're at the airport and everything. We're like, yo, what's up? Like we've been hitting him up, he's not answering, and he's like, yo, man, you won't believe this, man. I put the money aside for the trip and my old lady spent it. Yeah. And we're like, bruh, but you already got the standby tickets and everything supposedly. Like, we was already locked in. Like, and we were laughing about it because they're like, he was supposed to be there. You know, like he flaked literally as we were at the airport, bro. And that trip ended up being super fun. That was like a random group trip. Because it was me and my boy Jay and Wheelo. Mm-hmm. That Wheelo at that time, he was still kind of like the little brother. Like it was the first time we all really hung out like that. Because he was like one of our friends' little brother. Yeah. So like it was like the first time we were really doing something like that. And then Freddie, he came as the cameraman. And it was Freddie's first time flying and everything. Wow. So that's a random it was group. Like a crazy little dynamic, and we did like a whole little like recap music video for it and everything. It was super dope.
Yeah. No, I remember the content from that. That's dope.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I guess we could kind of wrap up with that, man. But I definitely want to hear what people say about the group chat thing because that's always funny to me, man.
What was your question? What is the worst type of person?
Yeah, what's the worst type of person in a group chat that makes you just be like, I don't even want to be in here anymore. And then the part that sucks too is then you can't even leave because it shows that you leave and then it's like you're being dramatic. You know what I mean?
And then the chat goes on for another 30 minutes about you. Drop it in the comments.
Nah, drop it in the comments for sure. And keep your eyes peeled, man, to the feeds. Because we're gonna start announcing some more events and stuff, and just getting more in depth with the kickbacks and everything. Everything's been going super dope, so we just want to keep expanding on that. Yes, we're gonna be y'all see we got a different look and a different vibe today. We're gonna keep doing that. You already know. And the main thing you know is
stay butter.
Stay butter.